From the thunderous roar of the stadium to the silent moment.
And he's in! A goal in 50 seconds from Milan. Oh, would you believe it? Paolo Maldini, the skipper, has scored this time. He's got Crespo in support. Here's Hernan Crespo, 2-0.
From the thunderous roar of the stadium to the silent moments that made history, from the dusty fields of Africa to the bright lights of the world stage, this is Sports Echo.
It's volleyed, and he's in! And he's in! A goal in 50 seconds from Milan. Oh, would you believe it? Paolo Maldini, the skipper, has scored it. Lifted into Shevchenko, he's onside this time, he's got Crespo in support. Here's Hernan Crespo, 2-0. Hernan Crespo. Look at that from Kaká. And what a pass too for Crespo. And what a goal that is. What a goal that is. Hernan Crespo again. Sublime pass by Kaká. Well, and now for as well. Towards Gerrard! Hello! Here we go! Steven Gerrard puts a grain of doubt in the back of Milan minds and gives hope to all the many thousands of Liverpool fans.
Good afternoon, sports lovers. This is Sport Echoes on Melody 100.7 FM. On this show, we dive deep into the stories behind the scores, the legends, the heartbreaks, the breakthroughs, and the unforgettable moments that shape sports as we know it today. And there's also the quiz segment where I ask questions, and if you get them, you're going to win something. Alright, from Nigerian golden goals to Olympic shock to African giants that shook the world stage, this show is your backstage pass to the past. I'm going to be bringing you facts, voices, memories, and maybe even a few cheers as we relive the moments that made fans scream, nations proud, and history take notes. So whether you're in traffic or at home or you're just chilling with your radio, I promise you this, after today, you'll never see sports the same way again. Alright, I welcome you in the name of the chairman of Melody FM, Prophet Sam Adebayo Ojo Baba Authority, and also the general manager of Melody 100.7 FM, Eniola Afolabi, the sports marshal. The producer of this show is Pretty the Finest, and special thanks to Daniel Adeyemi, who is the studio manager for today, and also handling the production. Big ups to you, Daniel, and also Auntie Fee, and the engineer on duty right there, Amos 33, doing justice to all of that. Alright, I'm Akinbobola, Egunfemi. Welcome aboard. Today on Sport Echoes, we're going to be diving deep into one of the powerful teams in all of sports, the comeback. That's today's topic. Moments when athletes were counted out, teams were written off, fans had given up, but somehow, against all odds, the impossible became possible. Comebacks are more than scorelines. They are stories of courage, of belief, of refusing to stay down, even when the world says it's over. Now, from football stadiums shaking with disbelief, to boxing rings where champions rise from the canvas, to track lanes where injured runners fight to finish, comebacks reminds us why we watch sports, why we hope, and why we never stop believing. for the next 15 minutes, we'll relive the greatest comebacks ever seen in sport.
Free kick which Andrea Pirlo will take, and it's volleyed, and it's in! A goal in 50 seconds from Milan, and would you believe it, Paolo Maldini, the skipper, has scored it! Here's Kaka. Lifted into Shevchenko, he's onside this time, he's got Crespo in support. Here's Hernan Crespo, 2-0! Hernan Crespo! Look at that from Kaka, and what a pass too for Crespo, and what a goal that is! What a goal that is! Hernan Crespo again, from the sublime pass by Kaka, and Milan now playing football out of this world. Charged down by Cafu. In towards Gerrard! Hello! Hello! Here we go! Steven Gerrard puts a grain of doubt in the back of Milan minds and gives hope to all the many thousands of Liverpool fans. Hit by Smica. It's in! It's in! Vladimir Smica! 2 goals in 2 minutes for Liverpool! Carragher into Barros, he's laid it off. It's Gerrard, he was held! He's given the penalty! He's given the penalty! Step up, Xabi Alonso with a chance to equalise, yes, equalise for Liverpool. Oh, saved by Dina, Xabi Alonso! And mission impossible is accomplished! Liverpool were 3-0 down 5 minutes ago. And now, look at that scoreline. Serginho with a great cross, Thomason! Oh, what a save! What a save from Shevchenko by Jerzy Dudek. Andrei Shevchenko must score. He must score. There will be no second chances if Shevchenko misses. He saved it! The European Cup is returning to England and to Anfield. Liverpool are champions of Europe again. Liverpool have their hands on the European Cup again, and this time it's for keeps. That trophy isn't going anywhere but Anfield. Liverpool become only the third club in the history of the competition to win it 5 times and earn the right to keep the cup forever.
First stop takes us to Istanbul, May 25th, 2005. A Champions League final started like a dream for AC Milan and turned into one of the greatest comebacks in the history of football. Milan were a team of giants: Maldini, Cafu, Stam, Pirlo, Kaka, Shevchenko. What a squad. And they came out like lions. Just 50 seconds into the match, Paolo Maldini fired into the opening goal. By halftime, Liverpool were staring at humiliation, trailing 3-0 inside the Athletic Stadium. Thousands of Liverpool fans were silent Some were crying, some were leaving, but in the dressing room, Captain Steven Gerrard gave one message: get one goal and we are back in it. Just 6 minutes into the second half, the message became reality. Gerrard rose above Milan defense and headed in the first. The fans roared back to life. 2 minutes later, Vladimir Smisar fired a long-range shot into the corner, 3-2, and in the 60th minute, Alonso scored the rebound after Dida saved his penalty, 3-3. In the 6 unbelievable minutes, Liverpool rose from the dead. The rest of the match was a battle of nerves. Extra time came. Shevchenko had a golden chance to score, but Dudek produced a double save that defied physics, and then came penalties. Dudek danced on the line, distracting the Milan players. Liverpool held their breath. Shevchenko stepped up for Milan's final penalty. Dudek saved, and the miracle of Istanbul was complete. Liverpool down 3-0 at halftime were now champions of Europe. It wasn't just a comeback, it was destiny. A night football can never forget.
It's Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, the last 16 of the little competition called the Champions League. Absolutely incredible atmosphere in the stadium. Rafinha will play it into the box, the ball headed up into the air, it's scrappy, it's in the goal! It's a goal for Barcelona! 1-up. Paris Saint-Germain unable to clear it. There was a flick back by Luis Suarez. Messi strikes it. Oh, not too far over the crossbar there. Neymar just outside the penalty box on the far side. Shoots! Ooh. And that is what you need to do as well. The elaborate 1-2s into the box. Flings it inside to Iniesta, who lets it run for Suarez. Suarez looking to play it over towards Iniesta. Iniesta wins the ball back heel. It's in the net! Oh, goal! Barca have got the second goal before half-time. Iniesta to Neymar. Neymar goes down, it'll be a penalty! Is it a penalty? Leo Messi waiting for the whistle. There it is. Messi steps up, hits it into the net! And it's a cracker of a penalty! And Barca now PSG go forward, the ball into, oh, it's off the post! Oh, Cavani! And then go defensive as the long ball forward falls to the spot. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal for Cavani! Cavani's made the run, he's not offside. Cavani, oh, what a save by Ter Stegen! Tremendous save there with Leo Messi. Messi inside the area, shoots! And just wide. Let's see what Neymar can do here. Neymar hits it, oh, what a goal! What a goal by Neymar! What a beautiful free kick! The players urging the ball forward into the box. Luis Suarez is brought down. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Oh my, dear me, dear me, dear me. Neymar steps up. It's in the net. Neymar. Neymar has made it 5-1. He's made it 5-1. They're going for that ball now. Umtiti will play it into the box. PK on the end of it. A ball collected by Trapp. And PK. Could this be the time? Ball played into the box and it went towards Ter Stegen. Ball cleared. It'll be a chance to play it in again. Neymar on the ball now. Gets onto his left foot and plays it into the box. It's in the net! 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 Barcelona have won 6-1! Barcelona have won! And they're in the next round of the Champions League! 6-1, this is history. This has not been done before, and I don't know if we'll ever see it ever again. But this is the kind of victory that not only gets you to the next round, and I tell you what a beautiful ball headed away by Mascherano. There's the final whistle! There's the final whistle! Barcelona 6, Paris.
Funny commentary, by the way. That was Barcelona PSG UEFA Champions League 2017. People call it La Remontada, and it happened in Camp Nou, March 8, 2017. A night of football that looked impossible on paper and even more impossible on the pitch. Barcelona walked into the second leg trailing 4-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. No team in Champions League history had ever overturned a 4-goal first leg deficit. People said it was over, fans said the dream was gone, but Barcelona believed. From the first whistle, the Camp Nou felt electric. Tension, noise, hope, all mixed in one. 5 minutes in, Luis Suarez rose above PSG defense and nodded in the opening goal. 1-0. The stadium erupted, a lifeline. Then late in the first half, pressure forced an own goal from Kurzawa. 2-0. Now the dream was alive. Just after the reset, Neymar won a penalty. I remember that penalty vividly. Lionel Messi stepped up and smashed it into the middle. 3-0. The stadium dared to believe. But then, at break, Cavani scored for PSG in the 62nd minute. 3-1 on that night, 5-3 on aggregate. Barcelona now needed 3 more goals. Most teams would fold, most fans would give up, but this was not ordinary. 88th minute, Neymar bends a free kick into the top corner. 4-1. The crowd rose again. And then 90th minute, Suarez is fouled, penalty given. Neymar once again steps up, calm and confident. 5-1. But Barcelona still needed one more goal because of the Cavani goal there and the away goal rule at that time. One last miracle they needed. Final seconds, Ter Stegen comes up, every player is in the PSG box. Neymar floats a desperate ball into their area and Sergio Roberto stretches, makes contact and the ball rolls into the net. 6-1. Pandemonium, commentators screaming, fans collapsing in tears, history rewritten. Barcelona completed the greatest Champions League comeback ever seen, overturning a 4-0 first leg defeat to win 6-1 on that night and 6-5 on aggregate. I remember that particular final. I saw that game live. It was electric. I love Barcelona so much. That day I was emotional seeing Neymar. For me, Neymar in that game, it was fire. I don't know what it was on. It was just playing like it was on something. Very, very, very good game right there. And Barcelona eventually, they got knocked out in the Champions League. I think it was Juventus who knocked them out. But that memory of March 8, 2017 would never leave the fans' mind. Many people still clamor for Messi, Suarez, and even Neymar back into the squad because of what they did, the legacy. After winning 2015 Champions League, this Barcelona side, still did the unthinkable against PSG. At that time, PSG had fine players. They had Matuidi, they had Cavani, Kurzawa, Marquinhos, the captain, right now for them, a couple of other players. But then they stood up with the likes of Neymar, Suarez. I remember Iniesta in that game was on fire, Titi, a couple of other players are right there. And in fact, and most importantly, they got it. 6-1 on that night. I don't think any team has done that before. It wasn't just a remontada. It was football at its most unbelievable. All right, leaving football and straight to athletics. Derek Redmond, Barcelona, 1992. Our next comeback is not about winning a medal. It's about winning hearts. It's about finishing the race no matter what. Barcelona 1992 Olympic Games. Derek Redmond of Great Britain lined up for the men's 400-meter semi-final. He was fast, he was confident, and he was one of the favorites to reach the final. The gun went off, Redmond exploded out of his blocks, and for the first 150 meters, everything looked perfect, then disaster. Halfway down the back straight, Redmond suddenly grabbed the back of his leg, a loud snap, his hamstring had torn. He collapsed to the track in agony. The stadium of 65,000 gasped. Race officials rushed towards him, but Redmond pushed them away. He wasn't ready to stop. He got up limping, crying, stumbling, but determined to finish the race he had trained for his entire life. And then something unforgettable happened. Through the crowd, a man broke past security. Grey shirt, determined look. It was Jim Redmond, Derek's father. He ran to his son, placed Derek's arm around his shoulder and whispered, "You don't have to do this." And Derek, through tears, replied, "Yes, I do." So father and son, side by side, walked down the home straight. The crowd rose to their feet, not for the winner, but for the fighter who refused to quit. As they approached the finish line, Jim let go and allowed Derek to cross it alone to finish what he started. Derek Redmond didn't win a medal that day, but he won something bigger, the world's respect. His story became one of the most iconic Olympic moments ever. A reminder that comebacks aren't all about winning. Sometimes the greatest victory is simply refusing to stay down. Our next comeback story takes us straight to the Islamic Solidarity Game. Yesterday on the cruise show, Finest and I talked about Nigeria finishing with gold in particular athletic games in the Islamic Solidarity Games. So I decided to go on to check what they did yesterday, and something electric happened. A competition where Nigeria stood tall and produced one of the most dramatic relay finishes in recent years. The event, the 4x4 mixed relay. 2 men, 2 women, 1 medal on the line. And from the first lap, Nigeria were not in a good position. The race started badly. A shaky exchange, a slow first leg, and before long, the team found themselves trailing behind favorites like Bahrain, Turkey, Kazakhstan. But relay races are not won by starts, they are won by spirit. On the second lap, Nigeria began to claw their way back. The gap narrowed. The energy in Nigerian corner of the stadium started to rise, and then came the third leg, the women's phase, and Nigeria remained outside the medal position. But the baton was passed into the hands of Nigeria anchor, a runner known for power, for pace, and for art. As the final lap began, the challenge ahead seemed almost impossible. The leaders were far ahead, but with every stride, Nigeria's anchor started eating into the gap. 10 meters, 8 meters, 6 meters. The crowd felt it. Something was happening. Down the back straight, she switched gears, a surge of pure determination. She overtook one team, then another. Suddenly, Nigeria were in the medal territory. Then came the curve in the final 100 meters. The moment when champions rise, the crowd stood, screaming. With unbelievable speed, Nigeria's anchor moved into second, then into first. The stadium erupted as she crossed the finish line, arms stretched wide, securing Nigeria's gold medal in a race that looked lost halfway though. A comeback powered by teamwork, resilience, and pure Nigerian determination. It wasn't just a relay win, it was a message. Never count Nigeria out, not in athletics, not in spirit, not in art. I remember yesterday, while I was analyzing on the Crew Show, I said it to Finance that what we should be focusing on is athletics, because we have top guys right there. Toby Amuson, Ese Brume. Imagine if so many things have been put in place for this athlete. Maybe Toby Amuson one day would win gold at the Olympics. Because what I saw yesterday was fight, determination, and hope that athletics in Nigeria can take us far as a nation. So leaving athletics and straight to tennis, Rafael Nadal, Australian Open 2022 final comeback. Our next comeback takes us to Melbourne, the 2022 Australian Open final. A match that wasn't just tennis, it was history, pain, resilience, and the spirit of a warrior who refused to fade away. Rafael Nadal stepped onto the court against Daniil Medvedev. Carrying more than just a racket, he carried the weight of a career many believed was over. A foot injury had kept him out for months. He had missed Wimbledon, he had missed at the US Open, and he came into the tournament with almost no expectation. But this was Nadal. The final began painfully. Medvedev dominated the first set, taking it 6-2. The second set was even more brutal. Nadal fought hard, pushed the Russian to a tiebreak, but he still lost it, down 2-0 against a younger, stronger, and informed world number 2. At that time, the match looked finished. Many fans thought this is too much. Even Nadal can't come back from this. The champions are not made for comfort. Champions are made for moments like this. In the third set, something shifted. Nadal dug deep, deeper than most athletes ever can. He broke Medvedev's serve, held his own with grit, and took the set 6-4. A flicker of hope. Fourth set, Nadal's intensity rose. He fought for every point like his life depended on it. He grabbed another 6-4 victory. 2 sets all. The Rod Laver Arena was shaken. Then came the fifth set, pure theater. Nadal broke serve. Medvedev broke back. Tension filled the air, but the Spaniard refused to surrender. At 5-4, Nadal served for the championship. The last rally felt like its entire career flashing before the world. And then, a final forehand, a final roar, and a final point. Rafael Nadal had completed one of the greatest comebacks in tennis history, winning 2-6, 6-7, 6-4, 6-4, 7-5. Again, 2-6, he lost the first set. 6-7, he lost the second set. Then 6-4, 6-4, 7-5. And in doing so, he claimed his 21st Grand Slam, breaking the all-time men's record. It wasn't just a comeback, it was resurrection, a reminder that age, pain, and doubt mean nothing to art that refuses to quit. Rafael Nadal the Warrior of Melbourne wrote his name into immortality. Still in tennis, Serena Williams come back after childbirth. So this story is about one of the greatest athletes of all time, a woman whose name alone defines dominance, resilience, and inspiration. Serena Williams. In September 2017, Serena gave birth to her daughter, Alexis Olympia. For any athlete, pregnancy and childbirth are huge orders. For Serena, the challenges were beyond the physical. She faced life-threatening complications after childbirth, including a pulmonary embolism, blood clots, and weeks in intensive care. Doctors told her she might never compete at a top level again. Many thought her career was over, but Serena refused to accept that verdict. Barely a year later, she returned to WTA Tour. The world watched her as she competed in Grand Slams, fighting her way through the early rounds, often against younger, fresher opponents. At the 2018 Wimbledon, just 11 months after giving birth, Serena reached the final. She didn't win the title, but she did something more important. She proved the world that determination, courage, and love for the game can overcome almost anything. And over the next few years, she made multiple Grand Slam finals, Olympic appearances, and remained a force to be reckoned with. Serena's comeback was more than about tennis. It was a story of resilience, of refusing to let life's toughest moments define you. It was a story of resilience, just like I said, a reminder that a champion's heart is unbreakable. Even after the most daunting setbacks, Serena Williams, a comeback that inspired millions, proving that the greatest victories sometimes happen off the scoreboard. I remember that final, I think it was against Naomi Osaka. She cried after the game. But the most important thing was what she did. After childbirth, going through complications, coming back stronger, is what Serena Williams did in that particular period, in that particular era, September 2017, where she gave back to her daughter, Alexis Olympia.
Because you're outside. You're in there with a bigger man, so you just want to show him the right hand to try to get Joshua to commit with a counter punch, and then you can counter the counter.
Round number 3, Manny Robles also telling Andy Ruiz Jr. that you see what happened after you double up on the jab. During the exchanges, Ruiz showed that he could be a dangerous man as well.
Anyone with fast hands in boxing can be dangerous.
Anthony Joshua, heavyweight champion of the world, coming in here to Madison Square Garden, wanting to showcase his skills. He is doing that so far, but getting a bit of a test here early from Andy Ruiz. Ruiz in the white and gold trunks, Joshua in the white with black trim. See the punches, at least the jabs through 2 rounds, 9-3. Ruiz mixes it up, good uppercut and a hook, puts Ruiz down. Wow, that was fast from Joshua.
5, 6, 7.
More than 2 minutes to go in this round. Anthony Joshua is a composed and ferocious finisher. Watch this.
21 knockouts in 21 wins for Anthony Joshua. The champ with the right hand. Ruiz is staggered and an uppercut, trying to hold on. Strafing right. Ruiz comes to fire back, and Joshua's hurt. Oh, Joshua goes down.
Andy Ruiz caught him with a sharp left hook. Joshua's hurt.
6, 7.
He is clear-eyed, looking to the eyes of Michael Griffin. But what an answer by Ruiz. Stunning. Joshua on unsteady legs. Both men with knockdowns in this third round. The crowd is stunned.
And I don't think Anthony Joshua thought Andy Ruiz would be able to stand up to that assault.
Sergio, how often do you see after you have a knockdown, you figure, all right, let me finish this guy off, and then you're the one in shaky legs, Brian. And there is 40-plus seconds measuring him for a counter right, standing in one spot. Joshua is hurt. He's staggered, and he goes down again.
All right.
Can he step to Michael Griffin? Griffin asked him to walk to me, and he didn't. But the bell rings.
And the bell saves Anthony Joshua.
Leaving tennis and straight to boxing. That was Anthony Joshua's comeback versus Andy Ruiz 2019. I mean, before Anthony Joshua, should I say, it's finished now, then he was still in form. 2019, he was still in form, but right now, I guess Anthony Joshua, because he's about to fight Jake Paul, a streamer turned boxer, who I feel like is not in the same lane with Anthony Joshua. But yeah, the comeback story was in 2019 against Andy Ruiz. Now we turn into the world of boxing, where comebacks aren't just celebrated, they are immortalized. Anthony Joshua, Britain's heavyweight sensation, faced the toughest moment of his career on June 1st, 2019 in Madison Square Garden, New York. It was supposed to be a coronation. Joshua, the unified heavyweight champion, defending his WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO titles. His opponent, Andy Ruiz Jr., a heavy underdog, a fighter many had underestimated, and then the unimaginable happened. The unimaginable happened. From the opening bell, Ruiz came out swinging. Joshua looked out of rhythm, unable to land his trademark power punches. In the 7th round, the fight reached its climax. Ruiz connected with a devastating combination that sent Joshua crashing into the canvas. Down, stunned, shaken, the unthinkable had happened. Joshua had lost his belt. The boxing world was stunned. Headlines screamed, upset of the century. Joshua, once invisible, was defeated. But champions aren't defined by how they fall, they are defined by how they rise. Exactly 6 months later, December 7th, 2019, Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz met again for the rematch. This time it was at Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Joshua had spent the months between fights reshaping his strategies, sharpening his mind, and restoring his confidence. Every punch, every step, every round was measured, calculated, precise. From the first bell of the rematch, Joshua dominated. He controlled the pace, used his jab, and landed clean and powerful combinations. Round after round, Ruiz struggled to respond. Finally, in the 7th round, Joshua landed a perfectly timed combination. Left hook, right cross, and Ruiz went down. The referee counted. Ruiz couldn't continue. Joshua had reclaimed his title. It wasn't just a victory, it was a statement, a reminder that a loss does not define a champion. Determination, discipline, and belief can rewrite history and stories. Anthony Joshua rematch victory over Andy Ruiz is more than a boxing combat. It's a testament of resilience, mental strength, and the refusal to stay down when the world counts you out. Joshua rose from defeat, and history remembers him as a true champion. phone lines buzzed. Just before I head straight to the phone lines for the quiz segment, one more story in boxing. It was Tyson Fury come back from depression and addiction. Our next story takes us to boxing ring, but most importantly into human art. Tyson Fury, the king, a man whose talent in ring is legendary. He faced an opponent far stronger than any opponent inside the boxing ring. That's depression, addiction, and self-doubt. After defeating Klitschko in 2015 to become the unified heavyweight champion, Fury's life took a dramatic turn. He battled alcohol, prescription drug addiction, and deep depression. He ballooned into weight, reaching over 400 pounds, and vanished from the public eye. His career titles and reputation seemed lost forever. Fans wondered why could Tyson Fury ever fight again? Could he ever return to a normal life? Now, that was fans wondering. But Fury refused to stay down. With support of his family, therapy, and a relentless spirit, he began the grueling process of recovery. Months turned into years. He rebuilt his body, his mind, his career step by step. Then on February 22, 2020, Tyson Fury returned to the ring to face Deontay Wilder, a man who has once knocked him down and had held the WBC heavyweight title. The fight was billed as redemption, and it delivered. Fury dominated with a mixture of skill, art, and mental toughness. In the 7th round, he knocked Wilder down, a moment that symbolized far more than a punch. It was a testament he had beaten the darkest opponent of all, himself. After 12 brutal rounds, Fury retained the WBC heavyweight title and cemented one of the most inspiring comebacks in sport history. Tyson Fury's journey reminds us that comebacks are not always about trophies or medals. Sometimes the greatest victory is returning to life itself. From the depths of despair to the pinnacle of boxing glory, Fury showed the world that no setback is permanent, even if you refuse to give up. I mean, for basketball lovers, just to be fair, Cleveland Cavaliers 3-1 comeback versus Golden State Warriors, NBA Finals 2016. The stage 2016 NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James, were facing the Golden State Warriors, a team that had set the record for the 73rd wins in a regular season. The Warriors were heavy favorites, dominant, and seemingly unstoppable. After 4 games, the Cavaliers were down 3-1 in the series. No team in NBA history had ever come back from 3-1 deficits in the finals. The odds were stacked against them. Critics called it impossible. Fans feared the worst. But LeBron James, often called King James for a reason, refused to accept defeat. He told his teammates, "We are not done, we're just getting started." Game 5, Cleveland wins a tight match on the Warriors' home court. Momentum shifts. Game 6, back in Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James put on a performance for the ages. 41 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. Cavaliers take the series to Game 7. And then Game 7, the ultimate test of nerves. With under 2 minutes left, the score tied and the championship on the line. LeBron James makes the block, a full court sprint to chase down Andre Iguodala, jumping to block a near certain layup. The arena erupts. This wasn't just a block, it was a symbol of team refusal to quit. Moments later, Kyrie Irving hits a clutch 3-pointer over Steph Curry. Cleveland leads. The final buzzer sounds. Cavaliers win 93-89. History is made. From 3-1 down, Cleveland became the first team ever to overcome that deficit in an NBA final. LeBron James is named MVP Finals, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest of all time. This comeback wasn't just a victory in basketball, it was a story of belief, teamwork, refusing to let history define you. A reminder that even when the odds are impossible, champions find a way. Alright, it's time for the quiz segment. 070-2520-107. You can as well call 070-55-07-107. 070-2520-107. You can as well call 070-55-07-107. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Jacob from Lodi Road.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
Fine.
I enjoy your program. It's very smooth.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So let's head straight to the quiz segment, just because of our time.
Sir?
I said let's head straight to the quiz segment, just because of our time. Quickly.
Yes. Yes, I'm with you. I pick question number 3.
Number
3.
Okay.
Question number 3.
Which country has won the most medals in the history of Winter Olympics?
Winter Olympics.
Yeah. Is the country okay? The country is in Europe. Is Norway. That's the country. You can do well to call.
You've mentioned this before.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling. You can call back.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? What did you say? Your name?
Collins from Baggy.
Collins from Baggy. Is this your first time calling?
Huh?
This is not your first time calling, yeah?
No. No.
Oh, okay. All right, let's head straight to the quiz segment. Pick a number.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Yes.
Okay, who is the oldest player to score in a World Cup match? Oldest player to score in a World Cup match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's Roger Milla of Cameroon, 1994. It was 42 years. All right, thank you so much for calling. You can do well to call us back. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is Michael from Gate.
Michael from Gate. I can hear myself. Please move away from your radio set.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's better. All right, pick a number.
Number 1.
Number 1. Number 1 is basketball. Are you a fan of basketball? let me read it out. Who is the youngest NBA MVP in history? Youngest NBA MVP.
Is it Michael Jordan?
No, not Michael Jordan. It's Derrick Rose. It was 22 years. Can do well to call us back. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ibrahim from Ijebu.
Ibrahim from Ijebu Igbo. How are you doing today? And how is Ijebu Igbo?
Fine.
All right. Straight to the quiz. I pick a number. What?
7.
Number 7. All right. So who is the only boxer to retire undefeated as a multiple weight world champion with 15 years?
Who is the only?
Boxer to retire undefeated as a multiple weight world champion.
Let me just guess.
No, it's Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Michael calling back.
Michael calling back.
Yes.
How did you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so pick a number.
Yeah, number 19.
Number 19. Okay, which country has the most Olympic medals of all time?
The USA.
Okay, you're correct. Congratulations. I'll read out my number and we'll talk after the show.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Jacob calling back from Odyssey Road.
Okay. Last caller.
This time around.
Okay. So who has the most, what number do you want to pick this time?
This time around, I pick question number 10.
You picked it the last time? That was what you picked the last time.
Question number 10.
Okay, 10.
Question number 10.
10, okay.
Yes.
Who has the most assists in Premier League history?
The most assist in Premier League.
Yeah.
Very tough. No idea.
It's Ryan Giggs. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming. All right, time is not our friend. So whether you're on the pitch, on the track, the court, or the ring, comebacks reminds us of the essence of sport. It's about never giving up. It's about courage in the face of impossibility. It's about the rising from defeat, from injury, from doubt, and from heartbreak. And today, we've seen champions fall and rise again. We've seen history rewritten, legends born, and hearts inspired. So, this is an advice for everyone, including myself. So the next time life pushes you down, remember, the whistle hasn't blown yet. Your comeback, whatever your arena may be, can still begin. All right, special thanks to Daniel Adeyemi, who is the studio manager for today and also helping out with the production. And the engineer on duty is Amos33. Thank you so much, sir. The producer of this show is Pretty the Finest, Adegoke. Thank you, sir. And also the chairman of Melody FM, Prophet Sam Adebayojo Baba Authority. And not forgetting the general manager of Melody 100.7 FM, Eniola Afolabi, the sports marshal. All right, for the winner, and if you want to reach out to me as to some of these stories I've talked about on Sport Echoes, my number is 081 11744 773. 081 11744 773. 081 11744 773. You can reach out to me for sponsorship and also something related to Sport Echoes. My DM and my number is very much open to that. All right, until later today when I come your way again on Complete Sport, 3 to 5 p.m. Today, I'm Akinbobola, Egunfemi. Good afternoon.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Station Melody 100.7.
100.7. 100.7.
Melody
100.7.
Brooks and Cranleys ni wọ́n bọ̀ wá o. Melody gan la fi yàtọ̀. Melody.